What's going on, everybody? Today we will be taking a look at another Star Wars The Black Series Archive Wave Grand Moff Tarkin. As always, I am Saj the Boss, a proud owner of this awesome Black Series figure. This figure is something I had in my Amazon wishlist cart for like ever. I saw him for $11.99 and sold. I got him for $12. Probably a really good price for this figure, just because he's just a really cool general, and I love him from the original trilogy, and he's just an amazing villain. A powerhouse at last, and I cannot believe he's here with his fellow brother Thrawn. Okay, without further ado, take a closer look at the packaging and see what he looks like in the bubble. Grand Moff Tarkin. Here it's Grand Moff Tarkin, or Tarkin, in the bubble right here, looking really fabulous right here. We get a probe droid as his accessory, and we also get the detention droid as the accessory, and Tarkin right here. Beautiful shot of Moff Tarkin right here, looking beautiful. Grand Moff Tarkin right there. Star Wars The Black Series Archive, a little bit damaged because this came from Amazon of all places. Who cares about the packaging? It's got Tarkin right here doing this iconic pose. Right here we got the Star Wars The Black Series Tarkin from 2018, ladies and gentlemen. Came out in 2018. That was almost like 5 years ago now. So Grand Moff Tarkin right here says, an ambitious, ruthless, prominent of military power, Wolf Tarkin became a favorite of Emperor Palpatine and rose rapidly through the Imperial ranks. Well, I think Thrawn was his favorite. Out of any of the generals, I think Grand Moff Tarkin. I think Thrawn was probably the best. Grand Admiral Thrawn is probably the best rank. And for Palpatine, and I don't know if Palpatine's close to Tarkin. He was, but they're not like buddy. Like, okay, let's quit yapping. Let's crack this thing open. I'm finally glad I got something beautiful to think about of Star Wars instead of that stupid acolyte that no one talks about. So, let's crack Tarkin in the bubble. Looking fabulous, ladies and gentlemen. Now, let's peel him out. Let's peel out. Okay, guys, let's take a closer look at the detention droid. Okay, guys, before we take a closer look at this, I'm going to switch it to 4K. Much better detail. So here is the detention droid. It's just a really beautiful droid that was used to torture all kinds of inmates on the Death Star, and it's used as an Imperial weapon that can use all kinds of tools to trick your mind and get out the right information. This is a really cool, iconic piece from The New Hope, or the original Star Wars, like a lot of people call it. It's just a really cool droid, and it's really iconic to the first film where they tortured Leia with this beautiful thing. It's also a deleted scene where we actually hear Leia get tortured by it, but there's an auto drama about that as well. So this is a really cool attention to detail here, and I love the scissors and the little blades. It's really clean. It's really clean, and it comes on a clear little stand that's actually kind of tilted right here. A lot of detail on this amazing skull. Okay, guys, now let's take a look at Grandpa, or Grand Moff Tarkin. He's been in the packaging for a little bit, so let's go take a look at Tarkin right here. He's just an amazing figure. Going straight forward, guys, this has an amazing likeness to the actor who played Tarkin. I think it's Liam Mason. I think Wayne Pegram. Wayne. He looks like Wayne Pegram, and the likeness right here just really captivates the actor. He was just a method character in the sense that he just has so much like charisma to the point where when he talks, he means business, and he's very intimidating. He's very scary general, and he's just an amazing character. And I love the quote "Fire when ready" when he says that, and also the scenes with him and Vader and the whole Imperial meeting scenes, amazing. Just a really cool asset to the Imperials. Really good likeness, and then the head sculpt right here, just some gray hair. And the paint apps look very nice on this figure. I love the sculpt. It just really looks like the actor. Got the perfect capturing of his face. Very serious and I'm very eager to destroy you. Over here we got the classic Imperial officer uniform. Nothing really special here. It's just the standard one you see on Thrawn as well, and a little bit as I show you comparisons. But you got the Imperial ranking right here, looking straight out of Episode 4. It just looks fabulous, guys. Got the belt right here. I always wanted this belt. It's just amazing. It really reminds me of one of those old doctor headbands. Yeah, it runs through those old doctor headbands here. And here's another angle of that shoulder piece kind of going down off the figure. And they got the classic Imperial officer pants. We got some little, it's not pinless by the way, you got some, oh, the pinholes are, compared to a pinless Black Series figure, which I have a couple. And it's just a very nice Imperial pants right there. It's a little annoying, there's a big gaping hole in the middle where the pant leg is. really weird. Did he rip his pants? I don't know. But, I don't know if that's normal or that hair on my figure. I don't know. It doesn't really matter to me. But he also has the beautiful black boots as well. There's Tarken. Now, time for the articulation. Okay guys, time for Tarken's articulation. Before we take a look at Tarken's articulation, the probe droid can actually, the detention droid can actually kind of move up, and he can move like side to side, up and down on the base. And so you kind of like tilt it up and down. You kind of want to keep it straight up like this, kind of scanning. So it's a really cool piece to have as a collector, just because it's something you can pose with like your stormtroopers or any other like character, like even you pose. You have like Imperial, the Imperial's kind of torturing other people as well. So it's kind of one of those win-win kind of accessories. So it makes your diorama, makes your photography pop to tremendously with this piece. Really cool. First droid in the collection. One of the first droids I have in the collection. I'm planning to get the Droideka pretty soon. I really want that figure. And then I also want the Super Battle Droid. I really like that Super Battle Droid figure. Like from episode 2. Oh, amazing. Okay, time for articulation of Tarken. Okay, Tarken's articulation is very simple. He has his head can move up this much. He's an older person because his joints are stiff. So he can move his head this much, move his head up like this, turn his head side to side, and then he has ab crunch like this. Yes, it really captivates the actor. He can move his torso like this and move side to side, very tight on the figure. You don't want to give him too much bending poses. You hear it clicking. His arms do move out about this much, guys, on Tarken. You don't want to get his arms in too many poses, but he does have a double jointed elbow. Really cool. Got the signature finger as well as one of his hands. Really cool to get that on there. And then his legs can move out this much, guys. And here is the big gaping hole on his pants. Like, it looks like he just literally ripped his pants. Yeah, really annoying. Gashing hole. I don't know if he got wounded or his pants blew up during the final battle on the Death Star. Who knows? And his legs can move up this much. He has a double jointed knee right here, and his legs move out this much. And he has a boot swivel, ankle pivot, and his beautiful ankle pivot. Yeah, really nice figure, ladies and gentlemen. Really nice, very smooth, a very nice representation of Tarken. Okay, let's pose them up here, and then let's compare them with the other people I have to show you. And now, does this ring any bell from episode 4? The torture of Princess Leia of Alderaan. This is just an amazing pose I just came up with Vader, Tarkin, and a Stormtrooper, kind of recreating that iconic moment in the films. And these figures just look so nice together, and I feel like I finally have all of the New Hope characters, except for Old Ben and R2-D2. Those are the only 2 I need. And I also need a episode 4 version of Luke Skywalker to complete the crew. But this is just amazing, guys. Absolutely beautiful, absolutely stunning, and these guys are just beautiful. This is one of my favorite scenes in Star Wars. That whole bridge conversation where Vader is about to choke out a quote-unquote daughter for giving the Imperial plans, Death Star plans. He wants the plans, and he wants them alive. Yes, rebel scum, which is iconic. I'm always nice to do some toy photography. Okay, let me get Tarkin into another cool pose and put him with Palpatine and Thrawn. And a fun character I want to show you guys. Tarkin against with Thrawn, having a beautiful conversation here. We don't know what they're discussing. Maybe some Imperial Navy plans to destroy the Y-Wing fleet that's about to cross the bridge under the radar system. So this is just a very cool way to display him. I feel like this figure, as I pose him, he just becomes a story. He becomes a character. You can give him like so much to do on your shelf. Like, he's a visually stunning character, and the character just talks to himself. He just represents himself. Like Tarkin, like when you enter Tarkin in the room, the first thing I imagine is like something major, something dangerous is about to happen, and a plot is going to thicken. And same thing with Thrawn. When these two cross the same path and have the same conversation, it just really adds contrast. And then the probe droid, and then the tension droid over here just absolutely just looks amazing against all of these figures. I think the droids just really pop. So do not underestimate the droids in the Black Series collection. Also, that's why I need to get some more droids in the collection. But this is dope, really dope. Okay, final pose with Palpatine, and then Palpatine's one of those harder figures to stand up. But once you kind of have him in like this kind of unison kind of pose where I see him, it's almost like he just fits in the puzzle. Like you can put them like in other types of ways too as you display them, but he just looks amazing, guys. Wow. Okay, final pose. Now, this is the final. And ta-da, this is just another amazing example of why this figure is so captivating on camera into pose. He just phenomenally stunning, guys. Tarken just really lights up the room. And see, the fun surprise is his archive mate, Dengar. Easily one of my favorite bounty hunters, and no one really talks about Dengar except myself. I loved Dengar as a kid. He just loved how he just moved around, and I don't know anything probably about him besides he just looks amazing. I think all of us know that he looks amazing. He just looks really cool. This is just like really another awesome conversation. Like he's hiring Dengar to do some dirty work for Thrawn and Tarkin. They both decided to use him and take the detention droid, get some more information. So really cool. Okay, now time for the final. So at the end of the day, this figure right here, Grand Moff Tarkin, it is easily one of the best Star Wars The Black Series figures in the collection. He's a figure that you must pick up just because his amazing attention to detail, the amazing way he just adds contrast to your collection, and the way that he just feels in your hand just comes naturally. This is just a visually stunning piece from the Black Series line, and as a massive Star Wars fan, this is something you must grab. This is a figure that everybody needs in their collection, and this is a solid 10 out of 10 piece. Got him for $12, go get him for $11. I do not care, just get this figure. Even though people are, he's a peg warmer, just get him. Get him. I know there's not much to do with him, but the way you can put him on camera, the way you can produce photography for Tarkin just really captivates it. And if you're a massive Tarkin fan like me, you should get him. And thank you guys for watching, and please subscribe to Sasha Boss. And stay tuned for other Star Wars The Black Series videos, and let me know what figure you guys want to see next on the channel. I have a couple Black Series figures that I cannot wait to get in the collection, so stay tuned. Also, I'm hoping to come out with Lieutenant Lou Warren, right? Lieutenant Lou Warren, and I really want General Hauser as well. So I know Hauser is in the line somewhere, but I want some more Imperial scum to the collection. So, as always, thank you, and stay tuned for my ghost vlog.